Hello, this is the Voices of Impact podcast. I'm here with Nana Osei Prempeh. My name is Jeffrey Mason. We're going to have a discussion around innovative financing mechanisms that have worked. Nana, I'll give you a chance to introduce yourself.
Thanks for having me. My name is Nana Opoku for Agyeman-Prempeh, Nana for short, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of GrowForMe. GrowForMe is currently the only licensed investment crowdfunding platform in Ghana that allows regular people to invest into projects, whether in agriculture or in any other space, for a return. Investment crowdfunding is not donation crowdfunding. It is raising capital from people directly to invest in projects. So it's very new, it's young, and in Ghana it's regulated by the SEC. And for the past 6 years, we've had more than 3,000 retail investors invest in different projects on our platform, and it's been very successful. And we look forward to the future as we grow this, not just in Ghana, but into other markets.
Thank you, Nana. Are you able to tell us perhaps one case study or one story around this structure and how it has been utilized, the impact that it brought, and the beneficiaries of this financing structure?
Yes, absolutely. There's a case story of a young lady in Idra who we had financed with high quality inputs, seed and fertilizer. And at the end of the farming season, she had also just given birth. And her kid came pretty early, so the baby needed to be incubated for 6 weeks. And she approached our team and said, look, she had farmed, she was successful, but she really needed help because the cost of incubation was very high. Wanted to be able to deploy that capital to save her baby and pay back more in the next season, because we get paid in commodities. So the team looked at her portfolio and it was a good one and allowed her to, decide to pay in the next season. So she was able to pay for the hospital incubation period. Her child was good. She brought the child to the office. It was amazing. And the next season, she paid back more than what had been expected. And this is what we called, impact investing for impact and for returns. So that's a very good use case. But the person who invested in this crop, in this campaign, a young lady in the US, was never going to get to meet this lady. But through her financing, she transformed her life and saved her baby.
Did you say the returns are in commodities?
The returns from the farmer to us as a company are in commodities. Our company has a commodity trading unit that then sells these commodities and get cash in return with the margins. And that cash is what's now used to pay back investors. But for the farmers that benefit from this, they get their inputs, being the high quality seed, fertilizer and mechanization services, and they plow back in commodities. But why they pay back in commodities? Why commodities? Because commodity prices appreciate whilst currencies depreciate. So whilst there's a standard depreciation on the CD, the commodities prices are going up, and that's the benefit of allowing farmers to pay back in commodities, because that's what they have.
Okay, so for you, this for me, I think, is a good success story. It's a very good use case as well. What would you say are the more common challenges that you face by deploying this financing mechanism?
Yeah, so one of the biggest challenges we faced earlier on, of course, was funding a category of farmers who predominantly were men like myself, and payback was a challenge. So we quickly realized that from the data that female farmers or women farmers were actually better at taking credit and paying back than the male. So we started financing so many female farmers now. Currently, we're doing more of 80% women than men. The next thing we find as a challenge was the climate. And what we did quickly for that climate challenge was to put insurance in place. So all the farms that receive, all the input financing basically are on insurance. So insure the commodities and the farm, so that no matter what happens from the climate, investors are protected. And finally, we only raise capital for projects when we have the market in place. So we don't list the project on our website if the market is not clear, if the off-taker buyer terms are not clear to an extent. We don't list it. But once those are clear, then the projects are listed, the farmers are financed, and then the commodities are sold to repay investors.
Okay, thank you very much, Nana. Regulation. To what extent would you say regulation has enhanced or has restricted the growth of crowdfunding in Ghana?
So investment crowdfunding regulation by the Security and Exchange Commission is what really helped, investment crowdfunding to take shape. Because prior to this, everything was not clear. It was in a sandbox. People were not certain whether they could invest. But when the investment crowdfunding regulation had been done and it's put together by experts, including Elizabeth from Cape Town, quickly we were able to have one of the biggest partnerships you can imagine with MTN Ghana, with over 15 million mobile money wallet holders now being able to access these investment crowdfunding options. So it's been tremendous, and I think that the regulations sets the base for the success that we are now seeing, and going forward the success we are going to see. And I think it's been phenomenal.
Tell us about scale. What would you say about scaling?
Yeah, so I think scaling investment crowdfunding would border on two things. First would be on the retail investor side, and I think the telcos have the numbers through their mobile money wallet, and also the banks to drive investors into this. That's the first channel, right? And then there's the deal sourcing side. On the deal sourcing side, I believe it's going to come from the impact investors who have a lot of deals coming their way, and some of the deals may be too small that they don't want to invest in, but investment crowdfunding will be a good source of capital. Next will be once again technology, digitizing the entire capital raise process so that without speaking to anyone, you can literally list your project, have it reviewed by AI and human beings, and listed smoothly. And I think that will drive significant deal flow. But of course, you cannot just assess a business on the face of the document provided, but the context, the culture, the context of the people who know the business. So being able to leverage the social ecosystem, the social network, and the social knowledge of the people around the physical location of the business would enable you to do a deeper level of due diligence. What I mean is, a young business says it's based in Accra, it maybe produces bicycles, and it wants to raise capital. By listing the campaign, to unlock the campaign to go live, it's designed such that the people within that community that know this business should be able to come and physically testify that we know this business is doing well, we want to invest. And not only are we saying that, but we also put capital behind it. And that would drive real, proper, social-based due diligence to enable businesses to raise capital and grow. And like I say, when a venture capitalist gives you money, you get money. But when you raise capital from retail investors, you get money and get customers. And I think that is amazing.
Nana, what's the name of your platform? How do we access the platform?
Okay, so our investment crowdfunding platform can be accessed from fundraise.growforme.com, fundraise.growforme.com, or you can simply go to growforme.com, where retail investors invest in projects. From growforme.com, simply click on invest in agriculture and you can find it. Or if you are in Ghana and you have an MTN mobile money wallet, you can simply dial the *170 hash, that's MTN mobile money's wallet. Then, like you're counting down for a spacecraft, dial 5 and option 4, then option 3, 5, 4, 3. You'd find GrowForMe and you can invest. But if you're on any other network other than MTN, you can dial *800 *008 hash and you can invest in any of the products there.
Thank you very much. From Voice of Impact, thank you very much, Nana.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you very much to our listeners as well. This is the Voice of Impact. We had a session with Agyeman-Prempeh on innovative financing mechanisms that have actually worked. Thank you.